Call of Duty Black Ops Veteran Difficulty Walkthrough with Intel for ArmageddonGaming.com. This is the Defector. So, yeah, this is a Spaz 12. It's called the Dragon's Breath, and then they give you a guide to find out why. Also, once you take that guy out, just be careful walking out because there's 2 more guys and they'll rush you and kill you right off the bat, so just be careful. And don't go in this room, they're going to take care of it for you. So yeah, incendiary shotgun rounds, what do you think about that?
I don't recall ever reading that in my textbook when I was in high school.
Right.
You just mowed down that civilian.
I did mow down the civilian. You don't have to advance too far into this room because your homies are going to drop from the ceiling. Just be careful and take cover because they're not going to take care of the rest of the work for you. Yeah, I did mow down that civilian.
Oops. Collateral damage.
Alright, so you start out with the commando with grenade launcher. It's a good weapon. I suggest hang on to it, and the Dragon's Breath. I shot that guy the first time with a shotgun, and it blew his arm off. It was disgusting. You gotta be careful in this room. Don't use a shotgun. Don't go too far in because the Vietnamese army guys are shooting the civilians, and if you shoot the civilians, you lose.
Really? Because you shot a civilian a little while ago.
I know, but they don't care about that one. They only care about them in this room.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Right. There's also some civilians on the ground floor here, so just don't advance too far, or don't do what I did once and just blindly shoot a grenade launcher downstairs.
Yeah.
Pick off anybody across the way, and then if you can, get a grenade launcher around where the target mark is. Because right now, for me, there's 2 guys that are hiding behind the same wall. They're like ass to ass right now.
They're ass pods.
Yes, they're ass. NVA. They're North Vietnamese ass.
Wow, that grenade was close.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. He didn't even stick his gun out until he got close.
Watch out for this guy. Also the guy above in the hall. Alright, so this mission is actually pretty easy. The first time I played it, it was kicking my ass, but once I figured out exactly what you're supposed to do, because it's the last sequence that's difficult. When you kick this door down, get back in the cover real quick. Because the last... once you hit the streets, the level becomes kind of difficult, but it's nothing that shouldn't be manageable, especially if you're up for a challenge. And it's not too challenging, but still.
Up until then, everybody's pretty much in front of you, so and the streets are all around you.
Yeah, I figured out a pretty decent way to get past it, and we'll talk more about that as we go. I suggest you come around this way into this room and wait for this guy to come out of this room. Always a guy in there. Now, there's going to be guys across the way, and then there's going to be guys below you, and then there's going to be guys across the way. So this is a good time to use your grenade launcher if you have one. Also, Bowman must want to get shot if he's going to run up on me like that.
Yeah, he's asking for it big time.
Yeah, he was really asking for it.
Use those nards.
I am using them. I nailed like 4 of them with that one.
Yeah, you did.
And then the door, once they're gone, the door across the way is going to open up. So don't advance yet. You don't want to give them height advantage.
They just walk through that door and start looking around. Idiots.
Yeah, right.
Roger that, Lima Niner. You better get your asses in gear if you want an evac. Let's go.
Alright, so hump the door a little bit.
Does that make it open faster?
Yes.
Should be in one of these rooms.
Surprise, you guys have to check these rooms. I wonder which room the Defector is in. The one you opened had a scripted event in it.
Oh no, this happens like 10 times in every Call of Duty game.
Nice. Reznov.
Yeah, like every Call of Duty has like 5 missions where you start and it looks like, oh no, you're gonna die, and then someone comes and saves you. It's funny because World at War had 2 levels in a row where you're about to die and Reznov saves you. Like,
even Call of Duty
Treyarch,
3,
I never played 3.
it had like that. That was the biggest selling point, was stuff like that in quick time events. And
Oh yeah,
today-
but I remember they were different. Oh, remember when you were like, you can reload while jumping?
yeah,
Yeah, I was testing it out.
can't sprint though apparently.
There's intel in here to the right.
Intel. They're not
Right,
laptops.
so yeah.
Let's look
Oh,
at
look
this
at this guy. Yeah, look at that guy.
He's so scared he
problem.
froze.
What took you so long, Mason? That intel better be worth it. Leave a niner. Where the hell's our pickup?
Alright, so how many times does Reznov save you in Call of Duty 3?
Oh god.
Like,
It must be
Treyarch is
double digits.
obsessed with Reznov saving your life. It's crazy.
We're gonna need some close air support for this shit.
Alright, so, if this was Medal of Honor, they would have called that, they're gonna say we need CAS support for this, because that's what CAS stands for, close air support.
Sure, and then he would have proceeded to run really slowly to an objective that's straight in front of you.
Yeah. Alright, so just look at this guy's crotch for a while. I haven't been shot here, but it's really not worth finding out if you can get shot here. This is pretty much going to be the rest of the level, most of the rest of the level, using this helicopter to clear buildings for us. Very much like Safe House?
Sort of. And
COD 4?
and kind of like War Pig as well, because you have the tank that kind of moves up about the same
Right,
time.
right. So what you want to do is just keep moving up slowly behind the tank, and when you see lots of gunfire coming from a building, you just call the helicopter on the building. They'll clear it out. They're just going to shoot a bunch at the building. So the first one you want to hit is this one straight at the end of this block. That's also where an intel is. So the helicopter's going to shoot at it, and essentially it should clear out all the enemies inside.
There are a lot of side passages that guys will kind of chill in, hiding,
Right.
waiting for you.
Right. There's also one guy I kill later on who.
I was good at it.
Thank you. So see, it wasn't good because you caught it.
Oh.
I think I kill a guy here who's outside the map. Maybe not. This is where the second intel would be. I promise. Right there.
Is it a laptop?
No, it's the same shit. Alright, so I suggest you advance slowly through this left side, because there's tons of cover. Call the helicopter on that house there. Now, you want to call that in as fast as you can, because you want them to clear that house out while the tank comes in.
Tank dies. Blows up, whatever.
No, the tank won't die.
It will.
But what happens is it gives you a clear building before the tank becomes your objective. Like if you wait for the tank, then you know you're gonna have to take the tank out because you can't move. So essentially, what we did was clear out one building before the strafing run happens.
And then you sit in this building for a little while until you get a checkpoint.
Yeah. It's a weird checkpoint too, because every time it pops, it happens before that helicopter comes in. Alright, so now we're clear, we're gonna move up to the next house. There will always be a guy in this room somewhere.
Right there.
Yeah. Sometimes he'll come running in from straight ahead, and then a couple dudes will usually come in from the side door. There's pretty much always a guy just outside the door to the right. I'm gonna look at him right now. Right there. Always look for that guy.
They don't usually know you're there very quickly.
Yeah, that guy actually won't look at you. Especially,
Look at
like,
this champ.
if you think you're doing well, he'll notice you. But if you're doing shitty, he'll be like, whatever. So I called the helicopter on that building over there. Oh, well, by the way, there's always one or two guys here. You should probably use a shotgun.
Lucky.
Yeah. So that building I called the helicopter in on is optional. There's usually a RPG guy on the top and then a guy in the second window. But come over here and then target that building way down at the other end of the street. And once that's clear, just wait for the helicopter to come in and do its dirty work, and we're pretty much safe to move on. This was the part that really kicked my ass.
Like, there's not as many buildings to hide in.
Yeah, your squad is just shooting bullets at nothing and killing nobody.
And they tell you to run in and go get something. Or
yeah, did you see where I just looked? You might want to double check up there before you move. Alright, so when you get here, don't move yet. Do not follow. Do not follow until he starts pulling on that door.
Because, let me guess, they run out, don't get hit at all, and then you step out for like a second.
That is correct,
dropped.
and yes, that is exactly what happens. So you want to get him into the yo, we gotta open this door animation before you go anywhere, and then that's the safest thing to do. Also, try not to run too close to that car, because it'll explode.
Mason, gotta take out that CSU. Bowman, keep these guys safe. Got it.
And then you wake up after being knocked out.
Right, so you want to switch to your shotgun, because from here on out, it's pretty much some close combat fighting. A couple guys there, there's about 3 guys here, just own them all.
And they don't really know you're coming, so...
Yeah. And then we got a scripted event / cutscene here.
Ooh. Really? Do you get knocked out in it? Oh, you did.
I'm good.
Alright, now we're going to roll with Reznov for a little bit more.
I'm still breathing.
Not really.
Use the shotgun to clear out this courtyard here. Just give fire shells to everybody.
CSU is right above us. Put a charge on
This thing has obscene range in single player.
It does. It's crazy. I think it only matters because you're literally spitting fire.
Yeah.
Alright, so put the C4 there. And blow that. And now we're headed to the final standoff, which is perhaps the easiest standoff in Call of Duty history. But before you go anywhere, you gotta follow where I'm going, and we're gonna pick up the 3rd intel.
I'm not so sure.
That's really off the beaten path.
It really is. So while they're loading up that helicopter, an easy thing to do is come over here, pick up some claymores, just make yourself a little perimeter with them. I believe you get about 20 claymores, but you'll probably only have time to safely drop 10. You might be able to get 15 out. I'm not sure how many I got down. But as you can see, you pick up 3 and you get 5.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Now's a really good time to switch back to your commando, especially if you have the grenade launcher, and you should have some grenades that you picked up. And just start shooting dudes.
Yeah, I didn't find this part too difficult.
Yeah, especially with the smoke there, you can see I'm using the snap targeting to find guys. I do that a lot. And once they start getting further and further away and start bunching up, switch to the grenade launcher. Just use this tank here for cover. They're going to come from the way I'm looking now, and then from a little bit on the right shortly. I'm just going to give them nothing but noob tube.
Danger close. Grenades that don't go very far.
Yeah. Also, you notice I cooked that one before I threw it?
Yeah.
See that? See, I'm cooking them now because of that thing you told me.
The thing.
Alright, so you gotta wait, some helicopters gonna fly overhead, and then a tank is gonna show up. Interesting fact, if you don't know where the tank is, it's to the left. Also, it's the only thing you can target when they give you back the targeting. Everything else is too close. Like, I've looked down on the other end of the other street, and it's like, too close.
Kind of weird.
Yeah. I think there's an achievement for getting on the boat with a certain time left on the clock.
I don't know about that.
I'm not sure if there is. I didn't get it.
I was like on the dock, and I jumped on almost instantly, and I didn't get anything.
Roger that, not too soon.
I was kind of surprised. I kept dying because like I wasn't paying attention.
Alright, call your air support. There's only one place that's gonna let you call it.
Roger, X-ray, target run.
Yeah.
And once the Pabst Blue Ribbon is here, we're gonna go run to the boat, and that's the end of the mission.
Alright, beer.
Get in! Dragovich.
So much for the tense ceasefire.
The enemy's courage could be the result of their newfound ally.